Hey everyone, Blue KQ here with another match. It was a fun Shimakaze match on the revamped Islands of Ice map in domination mode, and I'm taking my highly concealed destroyer, and instead of trying to long range torp from the flanks, I'm going to go in and try to take a cap. I'm going to use this concealment to get in close. Haven't been spotted yet, so they don't know exactly where I am, although with the aircraft carrier in the match, there's going to be some spotting that's going to happen outside of just what the ships are doing. I was using my RPF there to try to figure out exactly who was the closest ship, and it looks like there's a destroyer that's closer than the cruisers that I can see that there towards the northern side of that particular cap. We're getting close to the map border, so I'm going to launch my torpedoes out, assuming that the destroyer is not going to continue north but going to turn back, and he's trying to do the same thing I am, spot for his team and see who else is out there. Just solo cap the cap and then spot the Fletcher. Fletcher again, he's already turned back in and he's headed directly for my torp. So unless he sees those, well, he could be in trouble. But as we get around the backside of this island and take a closer look, he did indeed spot them, and he's turned and he's getting skinny in the gap. So he got pretty fortunate that he spotted those particular torpedoes. He's going to be driving in a straight line right there, trying not to get hit because he can't really turn to either direction. He's in the middle of that torpedo field. And try to get a couple of shots in. The airplanes come by and they spot me, so I smoke up here and lay myself a little bit of concealment with some room to maneuver in that smoke screen and not be stuck in one particular spot.
Smoke screen set.
Looks like those torpedoes went all the way through and didn't hit anything, which is a little unfortunate. Nobody else continued through there, but we forced that destroyer to turn back and use his smoke to try to get concealed so he can reposition. Waiting for these planes to leave so that I can pop back out and try to spots for my team again. I don't have much help on this side. Most of the team went to the other side of the map. There's only a few enemy ships over there, so we're going to play a fairly defensive match here and just try to stall the enemy team long enough for our team to do what they need to do on the other side of the map and then start moving east towards us again. So my torpedo's about to come up. My engines are working. The airplanes are gone. I'm going to go ahead and sneak out here a little bit and try to do some spotting. I don't want to turn in closer. Those ships will end up spotting me, and I don't want to be caught out in a spot where I can't get back behind the island. So I see that Henry is moving out, but there's that smoke back there, and the Yamato is moving towards the smoke. So I'm going to try to use the torpedoes to attack that smoke and then that third set out in case the Henry doesn't turn and he continues his northward movements. Des Moines coming in from the other side. I assume he's going to turn his radar on, which he just does. So I'm going to try to get close to this island again. I know the smoke's not going to help me, but that island's going to help protect me from shots from all of those ships, both where the Des Moines is sitting, plus the ships that are still north of me there. So it won't be as protected from the Henri shots, but he looks like he's focusing a little bit northbound, or excuse me, southbound towards my teammates. So I'm probably going to be okay there. The one shot from the Des Moines did take out my engine, so I'm sort of sitting here, just sort of passive, using the island as cover. And I get 3 torpedo hits on that Yamato as he was moving into the smoke. So if we take a look at him there, about half his health is gone. He repaired, so I'm going to try to get some HE shots out there, maybe set a fire. Not expecting a whole lot, but hey, if we get that long-term burn on a fire, then that's just extra damage for me. I am going to be spotted here by the Henri as he pops back out, and he sent torpedoes through the gap. My engine's out, so those are going to hit me. So I hit the repair real quick and try to get out of the way and just barely avoid those torpedoes. So now my engine's repaired, but I got airplanes coming in. I got islands out in front of me. I don't have my torpedoes up yet, so I'm just going to use this island for a shield, smoke up, try to avoid being spotted so that I don't get lots of shots in. That aircraft carrier does get a pretty solid hit on me, takes my engines out again, and my repairs down. So I'm sort of just sitting here hoping that nobody decides to push up this side, and we'll deal with that if we have to. But the Fletcher was headed back the other way. He sent a set of torpedoes along the front side of this island, so I'm gonna patiently wait until my engines come back up before I do anything too drastic or bold as far as getting out of the smoke. Do a little request for support for my teammates. They finished cleaning up on the other side of the map, and they're headed out back towards the middle. The enemy team retook B for a moment with the destroyer, but our team has already recaptured that. So they're down low on points. The only chance that they have is to kill ships or take the cap that I'm in. But since I'm in here, you know, they're not getting any points. They're just keeping us from getting points. This is a different playstyle. Most people take the Shimakaze and they do long-range torps from the flank. And if I had tried that, I would have run straight into the majority of their team on this side and would have ended my match early. Now I've got my torpedoes back and my engines back. I'm going to step out and let's see what we can spot for our teammates to help do some damage. And if anybody is continuing to the east, we know that Des Moines was headed that way, and so he's going to be coming at some point as well. There's 2 cruisers there. I know at this point that I'm probably going to die. There's no way I'm going to survive 2 cruisers. My smoke's behind me. I don't have enough time, so I'm going to send out this wall of skill and hope that those guys continue forward. They got a good hit on me there. Had to use my repair on the Fletcher that was pushing around the backside of the island, got me. But these torpedoes look good on both of these cruisers. So we get the flesh wound and depth strike on the first one and the second one. And we got 2 of them. The Stalingrad's about to take out the other cruiser that's still in the sea cap. And taking points from us now. This Fletcher's here, and there goes the cruiser. The Henri's dead now, thanks to the Stalingrad shots right over there. And our team's going to finish zeroing out the enemy team by killing this Fletcher. Alright, taking a look at the results screen, 98,500 damage. We did get that double strike with the 2 flesh wounds and 2 devastating strikes on those cruisers there at the end. And a nice XP, a little over 8,000. Taking a look at the team scores, ended up with top of the team with 1,817 base XP. And again, the achievements are going to be the ones we already talked about on that earlier screen. And taking a look at the team damage or detailed damage, you had almost 30,000 on the Zao, that 27,000 on that Des Moines with those torpedo hits there at the end, and again almost 40,000 damage with 3 torpedo hits on the Yamato. Hope you enjoyed the match, guys. It was a fun one, showing that there's different ways you can play the Shimakaze. You don't just have to flank. Hit like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, what you didn't like, what you want to see in the future. Enjoy the games.